And now, viewers, it's time for our next run. It's Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers All Zones by Tecate. Take it away.
All right, welcome everybody. My name is Tecate, and I'm going to be running Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I'm going to be doing the All Zones category. That means we're playing the whole game. We're not skipping zones A, C, and E. And what I'm doing right now is I am waiting for the demo to play, because once the demo plays, that is going to lock in. So there's the demo. That's going to lock in our RNG. And I do believe Chip won the bid war, so we're going to play as Chip. Unfortunately, my preferred character is Dale. So we're ready to go. We are going to begin in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Chip and Dale, we start off with one of the hardest zones right away. You're going to see me do 2 climbs. These climbs are incredibly precise to do them fast. Here's the first one. And we didn't die, that's the main thing. So a little slow there, but no problem. We're trying to, in world record attempts, pretty much have frame perfect A releases, and we have to do it like 7 or 8 times there, and 7 or 8 times there. So that was really smooth. And then in this game, if you take damage in the opposite direction of the way you're facing. So right before I take damage, I need to press the other direction, so I'm facing to the left, so I can damage boost to the right. And we are through the first room. This next room, we're gonna do a quick grab on this metal block here. Nice quick grab, we got it. And we are through to the final boss. Not the final boss, the boss of the first zone. Almost the final boss, you know, just 10 more zones to go. So each boss in this game takes 5 hits. And they are down. Now we have these bonus zones. These bonus zones, there's nothing to do to go faster, but what you can do is you can collect these stars. You can collect the 1-up star, which is always in the top middle. If you collect 10 regular stars, that's a 1-up. And if you collect 50 flowers, you also will get a 1-up floating across the screen. So we have another climb here. See how precise these climbs are? They're very easy to just barely miss. And Zone A is a really short zone. It's just basically the climb, and that's it. And that is Zone A. So Zone C is probably the scariest zone in the whole speedrun for me. There's going to be another climb, and there's going to be a kangaroo that's hitting tennis balls at you, which is kind of weird. And that's going to be definitely the hardest spot for me to get past without taking a death. So it's coming up right at the start of this zone here, Zone C. And here it is. We got past it, no problem. It doesn't look as hard, I guess, as I made it look, I guess, a little bit easier than it actually is, but that's not easy. And we're just gonna jump up and over that bomb. And I'm gonna drop through the floor even though we have invincibility, because the invincibility doesn't kick in until the bug gets back to you. This bug called Zipper, he gives us invincibility. So if I hadn't dropped through the floor there and I kept running straight, I would have just run right into the bomb and taken a death. So we're always just going to grab these 1-ups here, which is what makes it such a great speedrun to get into if you're new to speedrunning. If you want to get into speedrunning, Chip and Dale is an incredible game to start with because there's no RNG, as I mentioned at the beginning, and you get a 1-up after every level. So it's so easy to play through the whole game. So we're coming up to this water tap section here, and this is why I'm grabbing this box, because you have to do 3 actions on every water tap, whether it's a jump, a duck, or running on and off. You got to do 3 actions on the water tap. So this box is going to help us do these actions faster. You see me throw the box there. That counts as an action to turn the tap off. So we are through the water tap section pretty quickly there. That was nice. That's actually one of the harder sections in the speedrun. And we're going to grab this box here, hit this guy, and we're going to come to the hardest boss fight of the whole game. So this boss fight is definitely the hardest one of the game. And let's see if we can do the quick kill. 1, 2. Low throw there. 3, 4, 5. We got the backup kill, which loses about 1 second, so no big deal. right, and make sure you grab your 1-ups because you never know if things will go haywire. But usually in this run, not too bad. So Zone D, we're going to damage boost some more. So remember, we're going to have to press left before we hit the enemies so we can damage boost to the right. Right there. And then we're going to do 2 more damage boosts later in this zone. So this zone is interesting as well because it has yet another climb. So there's climbs all over the place. And this is one of the climbs that's easier, but still you can mess it up. So we got to turn this switch off here so the marble stops. We're going to go for a frame perfect grab. We got the frame perfect grab. And then I didn't quite hit left before I took the damage boost. But hey, we got the frame perfect grab, which saves 2/10, almost 3/10 of a second. So here's our climb. Just a little hesitation to get under that box, and we will go up and to the right. So we are coming up to the robot fight. The robot, we're going to try to kill him as quick as possible. Oh, we took a hit there. That's okay. The ball gave us, concussion. And we got the robot. Mr. Destructoids, if you will. Gave us a little trouble, but it's fine. So in the any percent run, we would go over to Zone F, but instead we're going to go up to Zone E. This is what I like to call the Minecraft level, and you will see why, but first we have to do a couple tight jumps here. This jump right here, 2-frame window. I jumped to frame late. So we're just going to let that bug go by as a safety strat since we had 1 health left. I didn't want to miss the next 2-frame window. And we're going to take a boat, right? I think in Minecraft, a boat is one of the most useful tools in Minecraft. So this is definitely starting out like a Minecraft level. And then here's the Minecraft section. And we'll kill that box and grab this acorn for a little bit of safety health. And then we're just going to take one more damage boost. And then we come up to what I like to call Whiscash because it looks like Whiscash from Pokemon. So we took a death there, no big deal. Very quick death. And Whiscash is gone. Green Whiscash, shiny Whiscash. All right, so we are through Zone E. Zone F is one of the levels without a boss, but it is quite a boss of a level because we're going to try to do a double damage boost. It's called the Yoka Boosts. 1, 2. Oh, we missed the second one. That's fine. Those are pretty tough to do. They're pretty precise. You only have a couple frames to hit those before the marble hits you. And then we're going to do, guess what? Another climb here. So this climb, you can get what's called bad subpixels here. And it's pretty much nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you just get bad luck with your subpixels and you won't be able to scroll the screen a little bit further. So you'll have to wait just a little bit extra long for one of those pipes to spawn so you can climb it a little bit faster. And that's just the unfortunate part of the speedrun. So we're going into Zone G. Zone G is a straightforward zone. So if we have any donations to read, we got about 1.5 minutes to read them.
Yeah, I have plenty to read for you here. I've got $25 from Kelsey saying, "Hi Tecate, thanks for running this NES Classic for such a great cause. You're amazing, have fun." Also have Eric S. helping us meet that incentive for all zones with $250 saying, "Let's go Chippendale Rescue Rangers, all zones." Your pal Al donated $25 saying, "I'm Dale-ited to chip in to help prevent cancer." Thanks, Al. That earns a sensible chuckle from me. Joey Jojo donated $25 as well, donating for Angie, my best friend, who loved C&D RRs. Thanks so much. Great to hear that. And Ginger Ale here donated $20 saying, "I have very fond childhood memories of the Chippendale franchise. So glad to see it get all zones incentive because it's far, far too short without that."
I like it. Thank you all for the donations. And we are heading into Zone H for what is affectionately known as The Climb. That's right, the Miley Cyrus song. So it is the big climb. It has a squirrel boost. We're gonna try to boost off of a squirrel up to a ledge, and we need to do it within a couple pixel window and a couple frame window. So it's very hard to do. We'll see if we can get it. So coming up to the climb right here. We were just a pixel too far to the left, I think. But we got the quick grab under the next squirrel. And the rest of Zone H, pretty comfortable. So Zone I is coming up next, and for those of you who follow NES speedruns, I think you all will know of my friend Arcus. By the way, shout outs to Arcus. Hoo-wah! We had a big old jump at the end of that level. But Arcus, I think he is, well, let's just say Zone I for him. I think he thinks it's for the birds. I don't think he's a fan of this level. But, you know, it seems like we gotta make some tacky jokes here. I think I'm cool with that. But, no, we gotta get some good puns in here. By the way, I'm throwing these boxes upward because it actually will save us a frame or two by throwing these boxes upward. It'll cancel out the fan animation for the 1 or 2 frames of upward throw motion, which will let us go a little bit faster. So when you're on world record pace or near world record pace, you're doing all those box throws, just hoping to save 1 or 2 frames here or there. I didn't do them when I tied the any percent world record to the exact frame. If I had done those, I would have had solo world record. Instead, I tied it, and then, well, a couple weeks later, I lost the world record. So this is the throw and go. So there's an audio cue to perfectly throw the ball and hit that boss to get that 3 cycle first section and then 2 cycle the second section. All right, we're coming up to Zone J. I want everybody to spam their jamming emotes in Zone J because this is a hot jam. And when we get to Room 2, I'm going to get to something called the axes. There's 4 axes in a row, like I talked about in my interview. And we want to make sure that we damage boost off 2 of the axes and skip through 2 of the axes. I'm going to try to do something called hopless, which has only been done once ever. So you're going to have to pardon me if I shut up right here and just concentrate. Oh, we were 1 frame away from hitting it. I pressed right 1 frame too late. Oh, we'll take a death there. That's fine. I get to show off the axes one more time. Quick death there. We'll show off the conventional strategy, the world record axe strategy. I was going for faster than record. There's the hop, and I still ended up hitting the axe anyway. But the hop does make it easier. All right, now we just gotta turn off these switches here. A lot of quick box grabs, pretty much just pressing A and B as fast as you can. And we're coming up to the boss. The boss is gonna take 5 hits. On the 5th hit is time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and time. And that is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. We like to joke the run isn't actually complete until you scroll through the text, but time is actually on the 5th hit of the boss. So I want to thank Games Done Quick for having me. I know this is an incredible charity we are raising money for. I actually had a brother passed away from cancer 3 years ago. My closest brother in age to me, so it's definitely important. So please keep those donations coming. I want to shout out the Chip 'n Dale community, especially Andy Sweden, who got me into this game. He's the guy I look up to. Also X-Ray, Stans, Neathant, Ireland of Endor, The Retro Runner and Junkyard Dave, I don't want to forget them. They were backup runners for this run, and Spiral as well. So I wanted to shout out the Chippendale community. I want to shout out my girlfriend Kelsey. Thank you for the donation there, and keep the donations coming. Thank you once again, GDQ. I'm Tecate, and I am out, but make sure you run this game because it's really fun. Thank you.
What a fantastic run there by Tecate. Thank you so much for that. It was a treat. It's always great to see Chippendale Rescue Rangers. During the run, we received a $20 donation from Kick, who said, "Loved Chippendale as a kid. I used to play it with my sister and carry her character around for most of the game. Thanks to all the runners. Let's kick cancer's butt." And our event will continue shortly with more great runs right after a quick break. And we have returned here at AGDQ. Thanks for keeping it tuned right here. During the last run, we had a $15 donation received from Barry saying, "Years ago, Chip and Dale was the first speed run I ever saw, and I was hooked. Happy to see the game run again this GDQ." And now, for the second time this event, I have the pleasure of hosting for a run by T. Hurst III. It's time for Marble Blast Ultra, all levels. T. Hurst, take it away.